Anyone? Questions, please?
Master Lu,
don't
as
do
representing
that.
the audience.
Scary, huh? Oh, no.
As the Jewish lawyer here on behalf of my Western compatriots and you're the Eastern
My
representatives.
goodness. Under the table is too small. I can't. I'm too fat.
As one of the rats in the maze, I keep pressing the button that gets the electric shock. And I smell the cheese, and I want it, and you smell that, and you smell that way. And I want to know, on behalf of, so I think that's what we're asking here, as coming to you for this kind of knowledge, is how we can get more cheesy, how we can find the cheese, become the cheese, cheese up, cheese out, and so forth.
Wow, you're asking me to.
And you're a master, so I'm a disciple. It comes to me naturally to want to be, not just a rat in the maze that keeps looking for love in all the wrong places and getting a shock, and in bottles and pills and here running around to workshops and conferences and practicing this and yoga one day and meditation another day, therapy the next day, Sufi dancing the next night, qigong the next night. And there's not, and there's not enough days in the week for all of my practices.
So that's why they say answer is within, right? If you believe the past life, that means before you born, you already downloaded this message. All the software is downloaded before you're born. All you're missing is a password to access the code. So how to find it? Be peace, inner peace. Without the inner peace, you cannot find this. Then second thing, so we say, what is qi? We all, want to know, what is qi? So someone said, qi is energy. But qi is not just energy. What is qi? I always ask people. I make a joke, how do you know you're still alive? What's the difference between your life or your death? What is qi? If everything's about the energy, now think about it. A couple of months later, 2 months later, what is Christmas? How many people have a Christmas tree? You have a Christmas tree? So you cut off the Christmas tree in front of your house. So does the tree has life? What's missing? Missing the root, missing the connection, right? So the tree cannot grow, but tree has energy. So therefore, that tree can contain the green for a couple of months. But it is own energy, like a battery. It's the battery without the charge. Now you become battery. Where is the charge? What is the qi means? In my opinion, which is I learned from my master, the qi is a universal life. It's not your qi, it's universal life. So your body is running universal energy, life inside of you. Everybody uses universal life differently. We all received this unconditional love from the universe. But each one of you, from your own purpose, we say past life, and then come to this life, all different purpose. He become Lama, try to pass the wisdom. He become professor, try to pass the knowledge. You become healers, try to heal somebody, and try to heal yourself. Each one of ourselves has a purpose. So therefore, each one of us will use this universal qi, life, for own purpose. So if we want to have more qi, then we have to understand first. You don't understand this, you are not going to turn on your own inner switch. You inside have a screen, you already blocked off. You limit yourself. All right, you just have to understand what is the qi. The qi is outside of you. It's unlimited. It's for free. But need a different kind of requirement. Different requirement for your own practice, cultivation, body, mind, spirit, whatever you call, will receive different quality of the qi. That's how I only can put it. Because every matter has a different kind of particle. Different particle have a different kind of vibration. Different vibration is called energy, is called qi. The call we all hear has a different kind of qi. You want to talk to tree? The tree has a different qi. If a tree is 1,000 years, there's 1,000 years, the wisdom and the qi inside of the tree. Can you talk? Can you take it? The moon, forget it. That's longer, bigger than the Buddha, right? Longer, older than the Buddha. Can you talk to the moon tonight? Yes, go out, get it for free. It is for free, but you have to be open. You have to be open enough to ask this. And then even you ask this, you still have to do the preparation because it's a receiver, right? In order to receive a different kind of energy, your inside has to do the homework. You have to make yourself to vibrate at the same frequency. Then you'll be able to receive them. So that's why they say this morning you say it's a heart-to-heart, face-to-face. You face into the moon, it's a heart-to-heart, face-to-face. Face into the moon. Can you have the same peace? But if you face the moon, have some face feeling, maybe you got only pieces of the moon, but not the whole moon. That's my opinion.
I'll just add one thing to this beautiful exposition of qi, which is that universal life, that's the universal principle. So in quantum physics, the way we incorporate it is that this level, which is even beyond the mental level, which gives meaning to things, this level, which Sri Aurobindo, a philosopher from India, calls supramental, which Plato called archetypal. Life itself is an archetypal idea. It's a universal energy, you can call it. And that way of thinking of qi, when science was making the transition from the old Christian religion to modern science in the hands of Newton and Galileo, science made the mistake, I already said, of identifying matter as everything. But the movement of matter has no life in it. So that life energy, they forgot, and biologists then codified it as an active rejection of the principle of vitalism or principle of life, that there is something to the idea of qi. And look at what that got us. It got us deep into many, many problems in terms of health and healing today that we cannot solve, which all can be solved by bringing back this idea that yes, just as the idea of matter, physical laws is basic to our universal supramental ways that life is built, a world is built. Material laws, similarly, there are laws of living, laws of life. And part of that laws of life is that there are blueprints of biological form. These blueprints of biological form that Rupert Sheldrake calls a tough word, but you can remember it, morphogenetic field. These morphogenetic fields are the blueprints from which living forms or organs are created. So if you add this idea to the idea of qi, then you have now an understanding of what moves in the process of creating vital energy. So all vital energies are movement of morphogenetic field, these blueprints of form making. What has that, what is it that brings us extra to all the things that we know from traditional Chinese medicine or traditional Indian medicine? Much, because it tells us that there are centers in the body, in the, around the organs that perform biological functions. These centers have been known to Indian medicine and Tibetan medicine for a long time, called chakra points. It also enables us to make progress that we can make now in terms of using stem cells in research in ways that we could not do before. And so it is only going to improve even further the kind of insights that the Chinese produced so many thousands of years ago. So, in other words, finally, we have a science which is not only enabling us to understand the basis of such concepts as Qi, but is really taking us further in the knowledge of how to understand better and therefore how to formulate ways to heal us better and also how to live in a healthy way forever after. So future looks good.